Here we are. What has quickly become our favorite night of the week? Saturday night. I'm not gonna say we're live. I'm not gonna say live from Saturday night. I'm not gonna do it.
Episode 2.
Episode 2.
What
Well, we got farther than
I. What are you wearing?
What are you wearing?
What are you?
We got farther than I thought we would. Made it to the second episode.
Yeah, yeah. They say 3 is like a habit, right? So if we make it to the third one, we've officially become a habit.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that. I just noticed you're wearing a Bengals shirt.
I am.
I like that. Is that your team?
Representing Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
If I had a team, absolutely.
Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
I
Double
just know
whammy.
Joe Burrow's the only one I know, and only because of you. So
Yeah, Jamar Chase was also from LSU, was on that national championship team too.
gotcha.
Man, what a whirlwind of a week!
It's been a wild ride in the World of Warcraft this week. For
I'm
sure.
telling you. Been a wild ride in real life too. I mean, your work schedule changed. Wasn't this week 1 of that?
Week 2.
Week 2.
Yeah. I'm on the old 12 to 9 Monday through Friday now, so that's pretty good.
Monday through Friday is the best part.
Absolutely.
That's nice.
I got a little too wild last night though. I don't know if this Monday through Friday is a good thing for me, because I know I didn't have to work today. So,
It is. It's good for you to get wild on occasion.
I
got to be honest with you. That Jameson bottle is a little bit more empty than I expected it to be at the start of the show.
well, I just opened it last night, so I mixed them a little strong last night.
Look at Biddy and Faye fighting back there.
Went a little too ham, a little too quick. So we're taking it a little slower tonight.
Well, I can tell you that we 5-man groups in World of Warcraft, right? Anybody that plays WoW knows that. And in our group, you're the healer. And just for anybody that's watching that doesn't know WoW, it's there's 5 people in a group, tank, 3 damage, and a healer, right? So obviously, damage is important. Tank and healer, really important. And our healer couldn't have legally driven last night had you divided his BAC by 2. I mean,
No. No, and you know what the worst part about it was?
What's that?
Nobody would take me to fucking McDonald's and get me a fucking cheeseburger. That's all I wanted, bro. That's all I wanted.
That's a shame. That's a shame. I
That's all
knew.
wanted.
But to be fair, I knew when you started talking about cheeseburgers, you weren't getting one.
No. It was a good idea. I had a great idea.
I was egging it on because I wanted you to have a cheeseburger. What I was afraid was going to happen was you were going to get there and have like brain lock and think, oh no, do I get a cheeseburger or do I get a Big Mac?
Oh, I would have got a Big Mac and chicken nuggets last night.
I don't think they offer that. Hey, did you see that they offer the Big Mac sauce as dipping sauce now?
No, I didn't. But it's just Thousand Island, right?
Beats me. I've never worked at McDonald's.
Well, I haven't either, but I'm pretty sure it's just Thousand Island.
I guess you can Google anything.
That's what Laz told me. He said it's just Thousand Island dressing.
Well, in the Twitch chat, we got Biscuit. Biscuit's in the Twitch chat if you'd like to say hi.
Well, hello, Biscuito.
Mike Murray's in the Twitch chat as well. He said, should have went to Wendy's.
Yeah, Wendy's nuts.
Oh, no. Mike Murray, that was the best setup. That was good. You set him up for that. A, and B, Mike Murray, if he couldn't get anybody to take him to McDonald's, they damn sure weren't taking him to Wendy's. It's further away, ain't it?
Oh, way further away. I ask everybody. Claire offered to drive me. She's 8.5. Almost 9.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have fit in her Barbie car, though.
Joe told Mike Murray not to get you fired up.
Mm-hmm.
He's already fired up, Joe. There's nothing you can do here.
Believe it or not, I'm not going to get wild tonight. This is a very low mixture of. The ratio is very low.
There's a lot more ginger ale than there's Jameson. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Last night it was like 4-1 in favor of Jameson.
I understand.
Yeah.
I'm drinking a local brew tonight. I will switch over to Crown and Pepsi Zero here soon.
There we go.
But this is a local brew. Yeah, man, the Twitch chat's freaking blowing up. Biscuit wants to know if your wife has ever messed with you as if you were so drunk so you wouldn't remember the next day. Like,
No, not that I remember.
not that he
anyway.
remembers, Biscuit. Duh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure probably. She wouldn't take me to get a fucking cheeseburger last night.
That's a shame. We've been saying, you've said cheeseburger so many times now, I want a cheeseburger, like in current tense, present tense.
That's what I made for dinner tonight.
Cheeseburgers?
Yes, I made big old fat cheeseburgers. And they were good.
I would like to point out to some people in the chat, Mike Murray, you see this shirt, bro? Can you check? Is it zooming in on my shirt, Mike Murray? If it's not, it says MPG. I'll leave it at that. It's not miles per gallon. It's a throwback. Mike Murray actually gave me this shirt. I once met the owner of old MPG. He wouldn't get me a shirt, dick.
Yeah, I only had two, and they both were about trashed. So, I had to hold on to them. For sentimental value. You know.
Mike Murray outgrew this one. That's what we'll say.
He did.
Too many Wendy's cheeseburgers.
He's a growing boy, that Mike Murray is.
What a guy.
Mm.
What a guy.
Well, what about Raid this week, man? We
What about Raid this week? It did not go as I expected.
No.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I know there's a lot of our Raiders that are listening, and the level that they played at this week is not the level that they've played at in the past.
No, sir. No. Not even close. Everybody brought the Raid game this week. It was very nice.
I don't want to get stray too far, but we do have a first-time chatter heckling us. I don't know who he is. Name Ovidian Pre.
Oh.
I think some people know him as Cat Ass Trophy.
Mm.
That's all right.
Yeah.
He's allowed to heckle. When you're married to a rocket scientist, you can heckle. Trophy husband, that guy.
Yo, for sure. Loves to fight.
If you're in the DFW area and you play hockey and you've been punched in the mouth, it's definitely by the guy we call Cat Ass Trophy. Not a doubt.
100%.
And
yes, sir.
We love you as well. So the raid this week. First of all, what got me was, and maybe this is the new strat. Maybe this is where we've been going wrong the whole time. You and Laz and I discussed several times going in blind. I didn't watch a single raid on the beta. You know, normally I watch Tally and those guys in the beta. Didn't watch a single one in the beta. I didn't read any strats until we were in front of that boss, and I had no idea what the raid even looked like, other than a couple of still photos I saw on Wowhead that they just posted that popped up in our Wowhead news channel or whatever. That was it. So not only did we go in blind, but it is our group, mostly to Motley. History of underperforming in the World of Warcraft, okay? And then first night we went 7-9.
Yeah, 7-9. Killed the first boss, didn't even realize it was a boss.
Yeah, well, the rest of us did. That was just you.
I was like, hey, this is some pretty cool trash, man. Real colorful. Lots of stuff going on.
The rest of us that were in Discord and not actively at work, if you're Ian's employer, we're sorry. It's only for 15 minutes. But yeah, blew it away. And you know, I watched. I've been watching a lot of the Race for World First stuff on Twitch, and they were talking about how it seems like everybody's having that effect, unfortunately.
So just when we were playing really good that week?
It's not that we played lights out, for lack of a better phrase. Who knows what it really is. The normal raid tier drops, the beginning bosses drop 415. We probably had 5 guys that were 415 going into the raid. Several that were 410, several that were 405, and then you had Drugan and Jen who were 400. So, you know, we had a well-geared group. I'll just say that. For sure.
I still don't understand how we just crushed it.
No doubt we did. I think not only did we go 7-9, and I may have just said this, but I can't remember. We only wiped like once or twice on bosses. Not once or twice per boss. Once or twice over the entirety of the 7 bosses that we killed night 1. Then we went back in night 2. which was Thursday night, and we killed the Echo of Neltharion in less than 5 pulls, 3 or 4 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah
Yet
Carr.
again, that first pull, I had no idea what I was doing
Yeah.
because I couldn't hear anything you guys were saying on Discord.
No,
And,
that's what I told
Yeah.
them. I told the guys, I was like, well, progression's going to be bad because Ian can't hear shit.
I'm just
Yeah.
out here throwing some Healing Rains
Yeah.
and some Riptides.
Yeah,
And then I got hung behind.
Joe had logs pulled up. Night 1 over 7 bosses. We only wiped 4 times. So that's less.
Yeah,
I mean, that's less than twice per boss. So I mean, we one-shotted several of them.
Mm-hmm.
Sakaroth, or however you say it. Tough.
Oh, the last boss?
Yeah.
You only
Sakarath.
got him, what, 23?
20 something. I don't know. I'm sure Joe knows. He's got logs up. It may have been 23. I don't know.
I feel like we did really good, though. I mean,
Look,
we didn't kill the
there's no doubt.
last boss, but
Yeah, 26.8%. We did have him. What got us there, I mean, in all honesty, there's our Achilles heel in this guild has always been fights that require individuals to do a certain thing. If the whole group has to do it, like if we have to stack or if we have to spread or if we all have to get to a certain point at a certain time, everybody's fine. Where we struggle is when it requires one person to go soak a bomb. And then that bomb knocks them into the nether. And then in the nether, they got to get 10 of these things and 3 of these things to get back. That puts a hurting on us.
I mean, the only reason we killed Jaden and Legion was because of John.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for John, we never would have killed that boss.
No,
On
yeah.
Heroic.
That's also something else that we'll get into one night, but we have a history of one-shotting, is what we'll call it. One-shotting heroic end bosses. And what I mean by one-shotting is killing them one time and never again.
Never again. We did get Rezagat twice, though.
Yeah. Brent said, thank you for your service, John. No doubt. Thank you for your service to this guild, John.
Absolutely. I mean, you do put up with Jess, so, I mean...
Yeah. I should have been better prepared. I planned on downloading the Jess as a flopping fish gif and putting it in the Discord, but I failed. I mean, on this stream, but I failed. It's okay, though.
Well...
We'll do it next week.
Yeah.
Plenty
Speaking of
episodes.
Jess, I have to apologize about my lime comment last week. She informed me, because she is so good at pointing out all my shortcomings and faults anytime that one presents itself. She in fact gave me a lime tree. So I did know the limes come from trees, apparently. I just had forgotten. And thank you for that, Jess, for making me feel even dumber than I already do.
Well,
cheers to my favorite Democrat.
I did on several occasions this week Google the phone number for makers of limes, and I didn't get anywhere. So
Well,
I was trying to get them. I feel like after last week, I felt like we were getting the sponsorship for sure.
oh, for sure. If they existed, we
And
would
then-
definitely have it.
And then Jess so promptly reminded us that
Shit on our parade, yeah.
that's the right phrase. Yeah, that's the right phrase. That's definitely the right phrase.
Can always count on Jess to
Jesus Christ.
just ruin the mood.
Yeah. Oh man. What am I?
By the way, that's a joke, guys. Jess is very funny, and great to be around, and she's tall and beautiful, and
She's not. She's not 6'8". She's 6'7" and 3/4. So our apologies.
yeah, and she's not 68. I might have stretched that a little bit.
She's 21 and holding. We got in trouble with that. Yeah. Brent says Jess the destroyer of fun. Joe said pissed in your Cheerios.
She did put some much Cheerios for sure.
Yeah, it's one of her things.
You know how everybody's got the angel and the demon on their shoulders.
Yeah, you have Jess.
Yeah. Well, I've got the demon, and then
Jess.
I've got Jess.
I understand.
And they're both
So-
very mean to me.
Mike Murray asked earlier in the chat what our thoughts were on the new Evoker spec.
I don't know. Have you looked?
I
at it?
have no thoughts. I think it makes sense. Everything else has at least 3 specs, right? Except for Demon Hunter.
Yeah, Demon Hunters. The crybabies didn't get it.
Yep. Excited for it. I think we're going to get to witness it. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Brent's going to play it.
Mm-hmm. I know he said he was.
Yeah. Is it out yet? I don't know.
No, 10-1-5, 10-1-5, something like that.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad Brent inadvertently moved himself to heals.
Oh yeah, I can go back to. Is it a healer for sure, or is it like a?
What? No, it's not a healer. That's what I'm saying. He moved himself away from heals so he could play this.
Gotcha.
So, I don't know. Look, there's nobody in our guild that plays more video games more of the time than Biscuit. There are people that play them at higher levels. Biscuit plays them more often. And Biscuit says that it's almost like an improved damaging version of a bard from Final Fantasy. So they are going to be doing damage, and a lot of their damage buffs random people. So it's not like Power Infusion where you have to pick a guy and give it to him. You do this ability, and the closest 4 people to that ability get that buff, or something like that. I don't know.
Well, everybody's going to be around Brent, and he's going to be Mr. Popular.
Yeah, he's already Mr. Popular. It's a damn shame, but here he is. Married to a rocket scientist. Kids all state hockey. I don't know if that's true. I just made that up. So we may have to, after 10.1.5 goes live, we may have to bring in the resident evoker for a quick interview on, what's it called? What's the spec called? Augmentation? Did I say that right? I have to scroll up, see if Mike Murray said it. Yeah, augmentation spec. So we may have to have our resident may do a quick interview for the YouTube channel with our resident augmentation.
Oh, for sure. But you have to have your camera on. Has to be on.
You have to have your camera on, and Brent, if it's you also have to have the little thing in where your teeth that you lost fighting don't show, because I'm the only one around here that can have missing teeth. It's part of the deal. Sorry. Brent says you do damage by buffing others, and when they do damage, no pants required. I can answer that question real fast. Brent said you do damage by buffing others, and when they do damage, you steal it and copy it.
Oh.
That's neat.
That could be interesting, for sure.
Brent, in order to be on the show, you have to have ball shorts and a t-shirt or sleeveless shirt. That's the only requirement. Sure. No dress shirts, no fucking ties. I'm not doing that.
Not my style.
Nope, not us.
I own one dress shirt and one tie.
Also, don't bring any Dallas Cowboys things either. We're not in on that. Sorry.
Fuck those guys.
There was a lot going on in WoW this week outside of our raid as well. Was the official 10.1 comes with the raid, right?
Yeah.
So they did the. I believe it was the first time they ever launched all the difficulties at the same time.
No, the last tier they did.
Did they?
Yeah.
So you got.
Are you talking about Mythic and being out week 1?
Mythic and Raid Finder being out week 1.
Yeah. I don't know about Raid Finder.
Raid Finder was out.
Oh, like all of Raid Finder or just one win?
No, just the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we no doubt Biscuit. Yeah. That's a good idea. Ian, quoting Mike Murray here. Ian, have you figured out what tune you're going to heal on yet?
Yes. The one that casts the heals.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you actually name a tune, that's going to be breaking news.
Yeah. You won't cornhole me into one here. No.
Let's see if this button works here. No, it didn't. Okay. I'm just going to say, every Saturday night is the big show, right? Like, I stream the raids Tuesday and Thursday, but Saturday night's the big deal for us. So I decided this week, Ellis subbed during the week. He gave us his Prime sub. So that was cool. So I decided later, I didn't run it by you. Probably should.
Thank you, you big auger-headed
fuck
motherfucker.
But I was gonna say we just have to Saturday night. I can't replay the ping, I don't think, but I can say, thanks Ellis for the sub. We'll bring it every Saturday night if anybody gives us subs during the week while I'm raiding. Then we'll bring it up again Saturday night and say thank you, because it's hard to bring up a sub during the middle of our raid. I use the mic here, the purple mic, for both Discord and the live stream. But either way, that was cool of him.
Well, I tell you what I'm going to do this week. Is I'm going to email.
Strongly worded
Taylor.
Letter?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
His name's Taylor. I don't remember his last name.
Okay.
But he is the owner / operator / big head connoisseur of Mammoth Headwear. And I'm just going to say, hey, man, me and my buddies got this podcast, and I just want to promote your product.
Yeah.
Do you care if I do that? Because I swear, y'all, I never, since I've been older now anyway, I've never found a hat that fits my big old head.
Your head's huge.
It's huge. Like fitted hats, no, they don't make them in my size.
I tried to give you a hat last year, which
you did.
You still have it, I'm sure.
I've given it back to you. So this right here is Mammoth Headwear. Okay.
I'm gonna go get a drink while you're pitching this.
Yeah. And if you can see right there, it's in the second. I got 2 clips, 2 of the little buttons, and it fits like a glove. It's actually big. I could actually tighten it up a notch, but it's unbelievable. I don't think anybody in our friend group though has a big head. Like I'm pretty sure I'm the only one in the friend group, immediate friend group, that's got this large cranium.
It's not large. It's at minimum it's XXX.
XXX, yeah. So I said that to say this. You guys know that Mother's Day is coming up.
Oh.
We got that tomorrow, and I would just like to take this moment to apologize to my mom, because looking back, having such a big head,
bad for her.
She gave birth to me, and I just want to apologize, Mom. I know why Dad left for Brad and never came back.
Oh Lord, you're an idiot. His head, without a doubt, Mike Murray, his head is full of useless knowledge.
Yeah. I understand why Dad left and never came back.
You should see the size of the indent on this man's pillow. It's bad. Huge.
Yeah. I feel bad for him. Bad deal. My head's been the same size since I was born. I've just grown into it. It's like a bobblehead doll.
Yeah. Biscuit asked what our thoughts were on Mythic Pluses.
So far, we've crushed.
Yeah. Same as the raid.
Yeah. But we haven't done it. What did we do? I think the highest we did was a 13.
Yeah.
And I was drunk as shit, and we one-chested it.
Yeah.
So.
And we went back into that 13 today, so I could either up or change my key. I had Brent and Angie, Biscuit, and a pug. I believe that most of our problem was that we had a pug druid that was doing like 20k DPS on bosses, which was like half of what I was doing. But we couldn't. The blood ticks, man, went under rot. It was 13 under rot. The blood ticks just fucking raped us. I hate to use that word in a podcast, but it's how it went down.
Are you talking about when they die, they just take a chunk of your health?
No, the second boss, the Krog boss.
Yeah.
He, he spits out as he runs around. He drops the little ticks, and if you don't get them, they spawn.
Yeah, on boss week, that's a
sure. And Brent just said that he shortly thereafter did underrot on a 12, and it was fine. Look, we did underrot on a 13 with piss ass drunk Ian healing, and we were fine. So I do believe that it was a lot to do with him.
Did you position it over in the corner between the
I tried.
skull and the? Yeah, it's hard.
I tried.
If not everybody's on the same page. That's stuff.
And look, here's the deal.
It is.
Well, we'll pause a little bit here. Biscuit on Twitch. Biscuit just gave us his Prime sub, so thank you for the sub, Biscuit.
Muchas gracias.
Or should I say officially, thank you for the sub, Sibokra.
I see how bro.
I did not have something in my throat. That's his username.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah. So the blood techs are a bitch, and that dungeon. And if you played that expansion, man, that dungeon was always that dungeon. You know, it's a bitch. It really is. I tanked a Vortex Pinnacle this morning, so I've done all of the dungeons in the Season 2 Dragonflight rotation, and they are all... They're not bad. They're not bad. I'll give you guys that. They are... the only one that, to me, that's the toughest or whatever is going to be Underrot. There's no doubt about it. And I don't know why, when you walked away, it didn't mute your mic.
It didn't?
Mm-mm. Streamlabs didn't for some reason, or Discord didn't for some reason.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, another first-time chatter. I don't know who he is, but his username's Lazard83.
Mm-hmm. I don't know any Lazes. Do you?
I know one crazy motherfucker.
Crazy. I think it's part of the Italian mafia.
I don't. But do you remember, Brent? You remember last season and last expansion? You know, the jump between seasons was pretty significant. Like, I remember one time we were running like 12s and 13s back in, what was the last expansion? Which one was it called? Shadowlands. Right before, like, one of the seasons of Shadowlands, we were running like 12s and 13s, and then the patch came out, and the next thing I know, we were getting our fucking ass beat in by like 4s. I was like, God bless. Oh, there's a lime. Is that from your lime tree?
No, it's from the supermarket.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's so
yeah,
good.
So that's what we thought this time, Brent. We thought there's no way we're going straight into the teens. And even, honestly, when it gave us all 9 keys, because the final week of Season 1, we ran an 18 or a 19 Shadow Moon Burial Grounds. Mm-hmm. And then it gave us all 9s. I was like, we're fucked. There's no way we're going to be able to clear a 9 right out of the gate. And we fucking shat on it. I mean, we three-chested it with several minutes to spare. It wasn't even close.
Mm-mm.
And I was like, what just happened? And then we did it again. And then again and again. And I was like, okay, let's go back and try some of these 12s. And the first 12 we ran, it was Freehold. And we 2-chested it? No, we 1-chested it. We missed 2-chesting it by 40 seconds. And we had to fight the first boss twice.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say why. If Laz is willing to talk about it in chat, he's willing to talk about it in chat.
He can bring it up.
But we had to fight the first boss twice. Bad times. And we still only missed 2-chesting at 12. Laz said Ian pushed me. That's what he said.
I did, yeah.
He actually used his shaman grip.
My big orc ass.
Shaman grip and gripped you out of the frame.
Yeah.
And then it didn't even have anything to do with our comp, really, because the next day you guys took Mike Murray on that 9 Underrot, and y'all shit on it. You 3-chested it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's impressive, because Mike Murray dies a lot.
I don't think he died one time that run.
Well, he's got bubble now. He didn't have that on the Evoker.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. But yeah, overall, Mythic Plus keys, I do believe that they are... This whole expansion, yeah, same with the raid, Brent. You're right when you said that. No idea why. I'm not a gaming expert, but this expansion has started off smoother for us than it ever has. I don't think there's any arguing that.
No, it's been really good.
Yes.
Anything would be Shadowlands, though. It was fucking terrible.
Yeah, it was horrible. Absolutely horrible. And you know, I think another thing too that contributed to our success in week 1 of season 2 is that we only took a week off in between seasons. We had to push there at the end. You know, the first time we got AOTC, Hal wasn't there. He had his business meeting. So he missed out on it. And Hal, that's like the first raid night Hal's ever missed. So I felt kind of bad that Hal didn't get AOTC and we did, so I wanted to go back and make sure we get AOTC for him, which everybody did. There was no arguments there. We had some attendance issues. Jess had dogs that needed groomed, things of that nature. So I was really worried we weren't going to get it. Well, we got it for Hal 2 weeks before the end of the season, so we were able to take 1 week off. So we only took 1 week off, and
I think we took the week of the
soft
when
launch.
the patch first came out.
Yeah, when patch 10.1 was originally released, but the raid wasn't live, we were out. I don't know if this is an official stat or not, but we're going to tag Brent as the official statistician. And mostly to mildly pro gamers race is currently world 5,237th. So
at one point,
we're killing it.
However, I have a screenshot that someone sent me. We won't name names.
Oh, we're naming names. I got you.
Squid.
Yeah.
At one point, we were ranked number 36 in the world.
I know this isn't the official way to do it.
It doesn't matter. We were number 36 in the world.
No, I mean,
for
like,
a brief moment in time.
I should have emailed this to myself and like officially brought it up instead of just holding my phone up to the camera. Mostly to mildly 36th.
Yeah, 36 in the world.
We were 36 in the world Tuesday night. If y'all were wondering.
How's that for some fucking casualness?
Yeah, put that in your chat and smoke it. Sorry, Brent.
Need that, Mr. 5,382.
Yeah, 5416. Hey, Biscuit got me into a. Brent said sorry. He can only get so erect.
I understand.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
It's an age thing, Brent.
Me too. Oh, by the way.
Oh no, are you gonna do it?
Hey, Shawty. Hey, Shawty.
BGC #BGC. If you have not seen the Kermit the Frog shit on fucking TikTok, you are missing out.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's fun that big cucumber out, and they're like, it's.
It is.
It's money. It's pure comedy gold.
The first time I saw it, I was like, what in the fuck is going... Oh, my God. I mean, I was in tears. Absolute tears. It was great.
And whoever does it does an amazing job.
Perfect. They're absolutely perfect.
Oh, yeah. And they've got his voice now. Perfect.
Yep. Biscuit, what I was going to say before that was that Biscuit... I mean, I was like halfway through my first cup of coffee this morning, and Biscuit jumps in Discord, and he's like, hey... I'm in a heroic pug. We need more DPS. You want to come? I was like, I guess. Let's go see. And we killed the first boss. Man. Our group will blow through that shit. No issues. That group that we were raiding with, don't even know where they were, where they're from. They're not as good as we are by any stretch of the imagination. And Biscuit and I weren't even in Discord with them. And we dropped the first boss in like 2 pools. So...
And we're not even good, so...
No.
That's something really bad about them.
Yeah, we will shit on that boss, though. We really will. No doubt. No doubts. And then, I may have said it last week. I'll say it again, though, for our purposes here in this guild. What we do for when it comes to raiding is the same thing we've always done. We do no mythics when it comes to raiding. None. It's not our deal. We will never, and it's kind of an on-purpose thing now for spite, really. We will not raid Mythic as a group. If you want to raid Mythic, the only way you can be in our guild is if you're okay with pugging Mythic, because we're not doing it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how quickly we kill heroics. It doesn't matter how easy the heroics are. We're not going into Mythic. It's not what we do. Never has been. Never will be.
That and you have to have 20 people. We're lucky to keep 15 to...
Yeah, I mean, look, it's been so long since we did Mythics, I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
But there was a time where we had 20.
No, there was a time we had almost 30.
I know. There was a time where we raided with... there was a day where we had 30 in the raid. Mm-hmm. Several days. And I was like, fuck, if one person that we've ever played with comes back, we're going to have to bench people. That is definitely not who we are.
Luckily, that never happens. Never. But here we are. The 15 and 16 we have.
Yeah.
That's the. I wouldn't. I mean, honestly, we don't need more.
No.
I mean, if somebody wants to come, we'll.
Look, here's the thing, right? And it's a double-edged sword for me when it comes to our guild. Never in my WoW career have I had this much fun playing WoW as since 2015, since we started this guild. It's been a really fun in-game experience, and it's been a really fun out-of-game experience as well. I mean, we've met and made lifelong friends all over the United States, and I really think that's the cool part of gaming now that didn't exist when we were kids with the Super Mario Brothers. You know, the gaming when we were kids was a seclusion. It was viewed as a seclusion by our parents. We were cutting ourselves off, you know. And look, I had all the gaming systems. No idea how my parents afforded them because we weren't rich or anything, but I had the newest one all the time. But I didn't use it to play games like we do now. I would use it when it was raining or before my friends woke up. I've always been an early morning guy. So I'd play some games in the morning. But if it was sun shining, I was outside. Riding my bike, playing football, baseball. And in today's world, with the interwebs, the series of tubes. If you've never read that book, it's a good book. It's called, you're a reader?
No, I mean, I read, yeah.
Yeah, there's a book out there called a series.
Shit.
Yeah, it's called A Series of Tubes. It's about how the internet is just a series of connected tubes that will always bring you back to the center. But, great book. Anyway, because of that, gaming for us nowadays is a social experience.
Honestly, it's like we were talking about this once. It's like this is our version of going to the bar. You know, we get on and we're in the comfort of our own home, but we still get that social interaction that we crave with our friends. And look at us, here we are.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is that never have I been in a guild where we have the same out-of-game connection that we have the in-game. You know, we all care about each other. We've been involved in each other's lives. We've been, like I said in the last podcast, we've met tons of people from this guild in real life more than once. Spent the nights at their houses, ate dinner with their kids and wives and husbands, and it's been a phenomenal experience. So
absolutely,
the double-edged sword for me that I was talking about is part of me wants to keep that to myself, right?
And not let anyone else enjoy it.
Not give anybody else the opportunity to see what we have, because it is super special. But at the same time, I feel selfish sometimes for keeping it from others. So, you know, sometimes the guys in the guild will ask, and the people in the guild will ask, are we recruiting? I mean, we have active recruiting posts. We have an active recruiting post on Raider.io. And we have active recruiting posts in the Discord, in the recruiting Discord. Maybe a couple other places, I don't know. But I don't work them. I just update them with our progress. If somebody hits me up and wants to join, then I'll talk to them about joining. But it's really hard to explain to somebody in a Discord interview, hey, this is the reason you should be a part of this guild. Because we're more than a guild, you know. And when you're looking to join a raiding guild, the last thing you give a shit about is being in more than a guild. You want a guild that's going to kill bosses. And realistically, not our top skill. Killing bosses, not our top skill.
I mean, we get it.
No, we do. Like we said on the last podcast, I honestly think there's only been one AOTC where we set out with a full team of raiders from our guild to go achieve that AOTC, and we didn't get it. I think there's only been one.
And that was Dazzlor.
Yeah.
Fucking Mechatork.
Yeah, Mechatork ended us, which we talked about that last time. And I still honestly believe we're at that point. We got AOTC Dragonflight Season 1. We're moving on to Dragonflight Season 2. And things are looking good. They really are. So, if you're new, you've never seen us before, somehow you stumbled upon this podcast, then are we recruiting? Sure. I would say our doors are open. We don't have a recruiting officer out there actively trying to get people, but our doors are open.
Mike Murray's back door's open.
Mike Murray's back door's open. The rest of our front doors are open. Fucking Mike Murray. I wish I had $1 for every time I had to say fucking Mike Murray.
Yeah. Fuck you, Mike Murray. We got it.
Look, Biddy made another appearance in the same spot.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, that was fucking great. Was that Razagath? It wasn't Razagath.
I don't remember what one it was. I think it was Broodkeeper.
It was Broodkeeper.
I think.
Yeah, yeah, he just said it in Twitch chat. Broodkeeper. Mike Murray had it. Mike, for those of you that don't know, Mike Murray has probably the most important job out of all of us. He's a supervisor.
Keeps the internet on.
He keeps the internet on to Eastern Kentucky, and he's the supervisor. Very important. So sometimes he can't spend the last 27 minutes of his day with us. He has to go to bed early. And he went to bed early, and we got the kill in the next pool right after he left. And Drugan, who is like the most passive, peaceful, pot-loving human in our guild, as soon as the boss died, he was like, yeah, fuck you, Mike Murray, we win.
That was a good one. That was a class.
I lost it. I mean, it was hilarious to me. I was not expecting that. I was thinking it. Yeah, Drugan is the guild mascot for sure. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Fucking Drugan. So
yeah, we got a good team. We got
perfect
aces.
Perfect team.
Yep.
We have, like I said in the last time, there's a couple of guys that play with us that I've played with us since Cataclysm.
Joe, Drugan.
Joe and Drugan, obviously Jen.
Yeah.
What came after Cataclysm? Warlords?
Yeah.
So it was Cataclysm, Warlords, Mists?
No. Cataclysm, Mists.
Then Warlords. Yep, that's right.
And I have no idea what was after Warlords.
I don't know.
Legion?
No.
Was Legion? No.
Yeah.
Legion. I can't remember.
That's not my thing.
I barely remember what I had for breakfast.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's Joe's department, and then he typed then Legion. So yeah, it's then Legion, then BFA, then Shadowlands, and then now. And look, no secret, if you were in this guild, BFA and Shadowlands, we were mostly absent.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible.
We came back at the end of BFA. Well, I mean, we still played games together though. We still talked.
No, I just meant in WoW. We were just absent.
Yeah, I mean, WoW is just our outlet. It's like our
yeah.
It just gives us something that we all can do together. That's the thing.
Yeah,
we tried other games, but they don't work.
We tried Final Fantasy 83.
We did,
or whatever that is.
I got a bunch of money from Biscuit, and then I quit.
Yeah, he invited me into his $1 million. Yeah, that's what killed us, Mike Murray. You're right. The raid scaling in BFA was fucking atrocious.
It
ran us off.
It wasn't built. I mean, by the time we got to Megatorque, it was so. We had 10 people, like that was it. We had 10 people,
and that's what killed us. The raid scaling, you had to have 14 to 22 in BFA. If you didn't have that, you were gone. Yeah, we did. We left Joe alone last. You're right.
Looking back,
look at that, bro.
You know, hindsight they say is 20/20. But looking back, if we had it to do over, drop to 2 healers, 2/2, 6? That's 10, right? Yeah, 2/2 6.
2/2 6. Yeah.
That would have been the comp.
We couldn't
just pray that we could have.
But we couldn't have done it that way at that time, because the 2 healers would have been Jess and Michael Enderos, because they didn't play anything else. And
rest in peace, Michael Enderos.
Rest in pieces, Michael Enderos.
We miss you, brother.
Yep. Well, some of us do. Biscuit doesn't, but the rest of us do.
It's my favorite felon.
No doubt. Biscuit says he had a room in his basement in Final Fantasy 43 just for you, Ian.
I know
And we
he did.
quit.
They had those weird little mogs and
And then Brent said
sex
cringe.
toys. Yeah, cringe for sure.
It gets worse if you actually. The cringe is worse if you actually ever saw the room, Brent.
Yeah. There was like these big dildos flying around. It was bad. Biscuit's a weird dude, but he's our weird dude.
Yeah, what does the meme say? Keeping it weird since 1973.
Yeah.
Not to bring up your age in the podcast, Biscuit, but that just happened. Has Jameson sponsored us yet? Have they reached out?
No, not yet. But I'm hoping they just, they don't have to give us no money. Just send me free bottles every now and again.
Yeah, no money. No money needed.
We'll have to make another trip to Costco here pretty soon.
Y'all have a Costco up there?
Hell no, Lexington. I'm going to Lexington a couple weeks. Yeah, I was pick me up about 3 or 4 or 5, 6 more of these.
You should. Boys. You should. They're worth it.
I think you have to have a
membership.
I give it a membership. Yeah.
Surely your company has one.
I hope. I don't know. We don't have a lot of it.
Mike Murray suggests you head on down to the Liquor Barn.
I mean, I'll try it.
Liquor Barn. Actually, he said, Liquor Barn, motherfucker. If you're going to go to Lexington, go to the damn Liquor Barn. That's what he said.
Yeah, I reckon they have just a barn full of liquor.
Me too.
I think that's where Jess got all hers at that one time. She came in.
When she made beer margaritas.
Yeah. I just can't drink anything other than I'm a big fan of Jameson. Ginger ale, Jameson, and a lime.
Yeah, I like Jameson.
Kind of makes me want to fight a little bit.
we just got back from a graduation party. A friend of ours graduated college, and they had a punch, one of those sherbet punches that had a bunch of ginger ale in it with some strawberry sherbet or something. God, it was good.
Did it have alcohol in it?
No, it didn't have alcohol in it. Lila was drinking it. At least I hope it didn't have alcohol in it. Somebody talked about spiking the punch, and I was like, hey, my 9-year-old's drinking that. I'll kill you.
Speaking of graduation, we got one coming up in December.
Do we? Who is it going to be?
I don't know.
I don't want to
say names.
I know you don't like tooting your own horn, so I'll say it for you. Ian's graduating college in December.
Finally.
It only took him 22 years. He graduated high school 22 years ago. He's literally been a full-time student ever since then. No breaks. That's how bad it's been.
This will be my 28th degree.
Yeah. Nope. First degree, 22 year. 1 degree, 22 years. Van Wilder, without a doubt. That's a classic movie. Ian, the only thing, the worst part about Ian graduating is his fraternity is trying to figure out who's going to be the president because they never set term limits. He's been the president since 2004.
Yeah. So. I was the founder of I Fell a Thigh.
Mike Murray said if you swap majors as much as you swap tunes, this makes sense.
Well, I mean, of course I did. Of course I did.
Oh, that's great.
I'm telling you, I can't wait. It'll be so nice just to have that done and over with.
Man, I tell you, when I was like you, I didn't go to college and graduate college right after high school. So I got my bachelor's degree, I think, in 19. Yeah, and I tell you, bud, it was a big relief for me to, and it wasn't that college was hard, it's that it's time consuming.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a huge relief to me whenever I got to stop doing freaking homework and stop being involved in classroom discussions and group projects and just be able to hang out with my freaking family again. That was a blessing. I'm
very excited. I cannot wait. Very, very looking forward to it. And I know it's going to come in times.
Oh, man.
As we're getting older, time is just...
December will be here so fast because that's when I turn 40, so it'll be real fucking quick, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's going to be... Yeah. I can't wait. I'm excited.
Do you want to give a shout out to your rough week? You want to talk about? You want to?
Nah, we'll
move on.
We good.
All right.
I put up a nice savvy post on Facebook.
All right, good deal. That works. Brent said your college degree is a bachelor's in professional printing.
Yeah. If I have to fix another fucking Rico printer, I might just go Office Space on Rico.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
That's a really good movie. When I talk to these guys, I'm like, hey, you guys ever watched Office Space? Yeah, that's a good. I said, that's what I'm about to do this printer.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, man. Well, what do we got coming up this week? I mean, we're going back into the raid.
Raid, and then
More Mythic Pluses.
we have Fortified this week. That'll probably actually.
I am 100% convinced we're going to get KSM next week.
Honestly, I hate tyrannical weeks. Because of the bosses being,
Yeah.
they're just sponges and so much health.
Yeah.
But as time has gone on, I look forward to tyrannical weeks because the trash takes up the entirety of the dungeon pretty much. And it's just
when does the second affix kick in? 16?
14. I think it's 7 and 14.
Biscuit agrees.
Excuse me.
So next week is Fortified, Grievous, and Spiteful.
I'm DPS. So.
No, you're not. Brent has a lot of hockey games next week, so we can't just force him
Did
to
you
heal.
say Grievous and what? Those dogs just went crazy.
I know, that's why I muted. Spiteful. Fortified, Grievous, and Spiteful.
I ain't too worried about Spiteful. Let them come to me. I'll stand way back.
Look, the one time I tanked a Spiteful week, I was like, this is great.
Oh, yeah.
This
you
is
don't go
great.
Shit, bro.
Nothing, like, Grievous, Spiteful as a tank don't mean shit to me.
No,
I'll pop some cooldowns here and there and move on.
They never target you.
Yeah, it's part of the deal. It's fucking great. Yeah. So anyway, next week, Fortified, Grievous, Spiteful. That's gonna be cool. It's not that bad of a week.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Could be a lot worse. We could have those explosives that they had at the beginning of the pre-patch cycle that they were thinking about keeping.
Yeah, that was a nightmare.
With like 1.8 million health.
I'm glad they didn't do that. They would have regretted that. It would have killed Mythic Plus. Would have ruined the whole season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think they just did away with explosive, right? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're gone.
Yeah,
explosive is just gone.
Totally gone.
Good.
Makes sense. Should be gone.
I mean, everybody said that was a healer affix. As a healer,
it was.
I highly object.
Nah.
Fuck you. It ain't going to
It was a healer affix. All you had to do.
Whoever says it, it's everybody.
All you had to do was hit one fucking rotational key on it, and it was done.
As a paladin, it was easy.
As a druid?
Priest, as a druid, it was easy.
Shaman?
Not so easy.
Why?
Because Flame Shock has a cooldown.
Flame Shock, Frost Shock, Earth Shock? Don't you have them all?
I do not have Frost Shock, and I do not have Earth Shock as well. Still.
Well, I guess you better figure it out, or play a different character.
Well, I mean, we don't got to worry about it now. Who gives a shit?
You're right. You're right.
But anything with an instant cast and no cooldown, I will agree. It was a healer affix.
Yeah.
I like to think of it as a biscuit affix. So.
Well, no. Biscuit doesn't do affixes.
Oh, I know he doesn't do anything. But
Biscuit says, looking at the affixes upcoming, he sees Tyrannical, Sanguine, and Explosive. So that's probably going to be the first new affix week. Because they did put 2 new affixes in.
Yeah, the rooting one
and the poison disease curse one or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So
that's line's really good.
You can tell by my verbiage there that when it comes to our WoW news, we're just as casual as when we raid.
100%. We just had to give it a topic, bro. The podcast.
Yeah, you got to select.
Yeah.
Oh, Biscuit corrected me. There's 3 new ones. What are they, Biscuit? Since you're spamming the chat with knowledge.
Talk to us, wizard.
Is there a new wizard in town? Is that what I'm hearing you say?
Yeah, Biscuit's the new
wizard. Biscuit, type faster. Let's go.
On the clock.
Brent actually beat him to it. He said the new affixes are Grievous, Herpes, and Diarrhea.
Yep, sounds right. Valtrex.
He actually said, okay.
It's a bad
So,
depression.
Biscuit says they are afflicted, entangling, and incorporeal.
Incorporeal.
I don't know how to say that word.
Yeah.
I don't know what those affixes are, so we will dive into those the week that they happen.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about those for sure when they happen.
When they happen.
I'm a firm believer of we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
No doubt about it.
We will cross that bridge when we get there.
Ian, do you do a lot of chips or no?
What?
Chips? Do you like to eat chips?
Yeah. Yeah.
You like
Who doesn't like chips?
Do you like Funyuns?
But yeah.
Have you seen the new?
Are they like the spicy Funyuns or something?
No, they are.
No, I haven't seen them.
Funyun flavored wavy potato chips.
I bet they're good.
They're phenomenal. All right. So real quick. Oh yeah, here they are right here. Out of nowhere.
Oh wow, yeah, I would eat that whole bag for sure.
I'm about to eat that whole bag with some French onion dip. Siren? Pow. Get away. So Biscuit has copy and pasted, I would assume. So we'll talk about the new affixes right now, real quick. Afflicted periodically spawns an afflicted soul while in combat. They will begin casting an uninterruptible cry, which will reduce all players' haste by 100% for 10 seconds. They have Cursed Spirit, Poisoned Spirit, Diseased Spirit. Dispelling one of the debuffs or healing the soul to max will cause it to stop casting and despawn. It has a range of 60
so that's
yards.
100% a fucking healer affix.
That
okay.
is a healer affix if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. Thank you, Blizzard.
Entangling periodically spawns a plant or weed or pot under players while in combat. It gives you the entangled buff and slows you by 30%. Moving 10 yards away from the plant will snap the vine and remove the buff. However, failing to remove from the plant within 8 seconds will cause the plant to stun you for 3 seconds. The entangled buff can be removed with root-breaking effects such as Blessing of Freedom or Tiger's Lust. That's your
Yeah, I'm probably going to go back Valley then.
And then Incorporeal is a periodically summons an incorporeal beings throughout combat, which will constantly cast Destabilize, reducing player damage and healing by 50%. It begins to cast. The incorporeal beings last for 20 seconds before disappearing. They are all mob types, so CC abilities with mob type restrictions will work on them. Interrupting it will simply cause it to instantly start recasting it. So basically, you just have to CC those. And then at the end of that, Brent told Biscuit to calm down.
That's about par for the course. Yeah.
And then Biscuit said something about Drugan smoking the entangling buff. And then Brent said, if you smoke the entangling buff, you get a 420% increase in speed.
I have a 420% increase in speed right now.
I'm gonna clip that for next year on April 20th.
Yeah. Blaze it and praise it. Raise hell, praise hell, baby.
Yeah, yep, no doubt.
Guys,
We're
I
at
appreciate it.
We're at the 59-minute mark. You got 60 seconds.
I just want to say I appreciate everybody's coming out, for everybody's support, and this is the what I look forward to the most every week.
Yeah. So here's the deal, and we'll continue to grow this thing. That's what we'll do. We're gonna be here every Saturday night at this time, no matter what. If we have to go live from a parking lot on a car, whatever. Okay, we're gonna make it happen. So you can count on us to be here every Saturday night at 7 o'clock Eastern time, 6 o'clock Central time. And like I told you in the first podcast, we don't have a script. We don't have any type of outline. Strictly a conversation between two buds that play World of Warcraft and have an absolutely phenomenal support system, both in-game and out-of-game. And, man, we're just here to have fun, have some laughs, like Mike Murray said, wing it. And I mean, we'll take up about an hour of your Saturday night if you got it. That's for sure. And then after this, we always go back into the game, and our buddies pick on us about what we fucked up, run some keys maybe, and see what happens.
Absolutely.
You got your empty glass?
I do have my empty glass.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, brother.
Thank you, guys. We'll see y'all later.